Hi, today I wanted to do a quick take on the difference between tantrums and meltdowns. They can actually look very similar, but it's a very different way of dealing with the behavior. A tantrum, as we know, is developmentally appropriate for a child, probably up until around age 4, sometimes age 5. It's something that happens when a child doesn't get what they want. They don't have the languaging to expressive languaging to express their displeasure with the fact that they're not getting what they want, so they have a behavior that gets that expression out. It's a communication, but it's based on a want. Some people continue to have tantrums well into their teens and 20s. It's not to say that it stops for everybody in those younger ages. So, okay, that's a tantrum. What's a meltdown? A meltdown is something that someone on the autism spectrum experiences when they're in a state of overwhelm, be that sensory input, having too many demands placed on them, visual overwhelm, feeling like they've been charged to do a task that they're not capable of. The reaction from the child may very much look like a tantrum, but there's nothing that they want. There's not like a thing that they are wanting to be given to meet their own needs. They don't know what to do. They don't have the capacity to express their overwhelm with words because the brain's a little bit short-circuited. So instead, it's coming out as what looks like a behavior. I encourage you to think about this behavior as a communication. This behavior is communicating a need for something. Sometimes it's really hard to figure out what the meltdown is about. But it is very different. If you're taking a child that has a tantrum, say they want a treat at the grocery store and the parent has said no and they throw themselves on the ground, and this is a small child, are kind of moving their body and yelling, and the parent goes ahead and gives them the treat, and they stop their yelling and they have their treat and now they're happy. That is reinforcing tantrums. It's reinforcing the idea that if I have a tantrum, I will get what I want. On the other hand, someone who's in meltdown, again, there's not something that they want, aside from to be able to not feel the way that they're feeling inside their bodies. So taking a child that's having a meltdown out of a situation like the grocery store, a classroom, giving them one-on-one time, one-on-one attention, giving them their sensory stim toys, giving them a break from whatever it is that they feel like is demanding, is not reinforcing them having a meltdown. It's trying to meet the needs of the communication of, I can't process any more information, and I don't have the verbal capacity to tell you that. Autism is a communication disorder, and it's lifelong. So, to my teachers out there, I encourage you, if you are seeing what looks like a tantrum in a child you know is on the spectrum, assess the environment that you're in. Is it a tantrum or is it a meltdown? Because the response to each is very different. Thanks for your time.